Hi Joe, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Just want to recap on what we've worked on today. So we're going to have a look here at your front on swing here on the right hand side. We're just going to draw a line, one on your hip. Okay, so we're going to draw a line on your left hip, one through the middle of the head and one just across the top of it there. Now we're going to see as you take the club away, your very first movement is sort of down this way. So you're putting pressure into that left foot, and we can already see that head is moving down below that yellow line and left. And what that's doing is it's getting your right hip to move off of that yellow line, that little yellow post line. So here you're way too stacked. It's very stack and tilt, but too much. You know, from here, the only place you can go is if you try and actually move forwards even more, you're just going to hit the ball straight into the ground, almost on top of the ball. And the only way now really to actually hit a half decent shot is to back up and try and sort of scoop the ball in the air. So for me, we need to get that right hip on the way back, trying to feel that the right hip goes up. So for you it is a little sway, but if the more you can get that right hip to go higher than the left, that will keep the right leg in place. We can see here as you start down, because you're so advanced here, these right hips so far in front, or right leg so far in front, when you get down to sort of 90 degrees or parallel to the floor, the left arm, then your hand should be on your right thigh by now, and we can see there you're 1 or 2 frames out, 2 frames out. So this frame here, really the shaft should be there, but because your legs have slid so far forwards, you're a little bit out. So what's happening now is you're backing up underneath the shot, and you can see here your spine for me is way too tilted for what we want there, and we're trying to sort of lift the ball back in the air now. So that's all caused by you not sort of loading and stacking to the right. So we need to just work on getting that hip this way and higher. That will get that good, head won't move forwards, and then you'll feel like you're behind it, and then once you're behind it again, you can actually move forwards to cover it. But once you're in front at the top, which you are, you're going to have to move backwards to try and sort of scoop it in the air. So work on that hip. I think you've got lots of feelings for it. Down the line, if we have a look at this for me, takeaway's always gone a little bit inside, low and flat, but then you do sort of lift the arms into a really good, strong position here. Really like that, Joe. But you can see here, because of this, unfortunately, this swing here on the right, because of that movement, you can see here your left arm, for me, shallows a little bit too much. So for me, that left arm gets a bit in front, looks very, very tidy there, but you're going to see the club shaft go 1 frame, that's in sort of dead zone, bit behind you. 2, it takes 3 frames to get the club head back in front of you. So we're underneath it, club's a little bit inside, and we can see there, I mean, look how open that club face is pointing. It's pointing all the way over there. If we go back one couple of frames, look at it coming down into the ball, looks okay, bang, look at that. You're having to pull right across it to try and square it up. So we don't want to do that. So we need to get that left arm pulling down a little bit more this way across the body. If you look at Stenson, does a really good job of that. And as soon as you pull that left arm a little bit more across here, that's going to get the club exaggerated, but pulling in front. Great drill is to put is to split the hands on the grip. That's a good drill. Or another drill is in no golf club. If you put your 2 hands together as normal and then reverse them over, I think I showed you that, so you almost look like a dove and make a swing. Again, that's going to give you the feeling of that left arm coming down that tad tighter to your chest, which will pull the club head in front. It's something like Rose works on very hard, and a lot of the boys trying to get the club in front a bit more. Focus much on this swing here in a mirror for me, just to get that hip good. That's going to get you transferring your weight, hit it longer again. But this swing here now on the left, if you think of that move tomorrow, that's where you're going to hit it nice and straight. So work on them for me, Joe.